thank you so much for joining us tonight. In tonight's video, I am going to be giving the beautiful Abby a relaxing and soothing facial. So I really hope you enjoy. But before we start, I'm going to take this soft bristle brush and I'll begin with gently running it through the ends of her hair. Abby has recently had her hair coloured and it is the nicest beigey blonde colour. It looks really nice on her. So obviously, because she has had a chemical treatment on her hair, I wanted to use just a very soft bristled brush for this evening. And I will place a headband over her hairline now, just to keep her hair protected from the products. Just make sure to gather all the hair to the top of the head. And for my first cleanse, I'll be using the Daily Cleansing Foaming Mousse by Complexion Boutique. Take a generous amount of that in the palm of my hand. And then what I like to do, particularly with foams, is I like to distribute it over the main areas of the face to begin with, just so that I have enough of the product to thoroughly massage into all areas of the face. And I'll begin with gently massaging the chin and the neck. Moving on to gentle circular motions over the cheeks and the sides of the face. And I have found that this particular cleanser is really good for all skin types because it is pH balanced, so it seems to work with dry and oily skin alike, so I do very much enjoy using this cleansing product. And for the first cleanse, I do usually like to use quite hot steamed mitts to remove the product. So I'll begin with wiping the neck and the chin and just making my way up the face to the forehead. I'm now moving on to use the Elemis Rose Cleansing Balm. And I've took a generous amount of this product as I really like to do a warming and relaxing facial massage with this cleanser as well. So I'll begin with, again, just placing this beautiful balm all over the face. And I'll then go on to do a very relaxing and gentle facial massage with the balm. I really do enjoy using facial balms and oils because I think they do a great job of getting into the skin and the pores and lifting away any grime or pollutants from the day. Also, you can warm the product up quite well with a massage, and that helps again open the pores and just release any dirt from the pores as well. So I'm going to use a very soft microfiber cloth this time. And I'm almost just buffing that balm away from the face. These cloths are so very soft, and my clients always do ask what I had used on them, and they do go out and purchase them themselves because they very much enjoyed the feeling of the softness on their skin. And for the exfoliator tonight, I will be using the Kaizo range. And this exfoliator is a manual exfoliator, which means it has little gritty bits within it. So I'm just using a spatula to distribute that again over the 4 main areas of the face. And all of the Kaizo Beauty products smell beautiful as well, very refreshing and invigorating. And I like to be very gentle when I use manual exfoliators on the skin because you can irritate the skin very easily It obviously has, as I said, little bits of grains within it, so you do have to be very gentle when you are using a more gritty, chalky-like exfoliator. So as you can see, I'm just using 2 fingers and very, very gently running them over her skin. And I'm going in quite small circular motions just to really get every area of the face. And I won't go too close to the under eye area as it's very, very delicate. But I do want to make sure to get around the nose. And I'm using a hot towel this time. Just pat that into the skin a little bit for a moment. And then I'll begin to wipe away that exfoliator from the face. And you do want to be thorough with wiping exfoliators away from the skin. You don't want any bits of the gritty substance left on the face, because you are then going on to add other products and you don't want the client feeling any little bits left on their skin. So I am wanting to include a face mask into this treatment tonight. And this is a charcoal face mask from Botanic. So again, I will take a good amount of this face mask. And I will begin to just apply a very light layer onto the skin. And I found that the face mask range from Botanic, at least the ones that I have tried, are not drying face masks on the skin. They're more creamy and they just help nourish the skin. And this one does have charcoal within it, which is a well-known product to help detoxify the pores also. And this product does have to stay on the skin for the next 5 to 10 minutes. So within that time, I'm just going to do a nice little bit of hair play for Abby, and also maybe use a Jade comb for a few minutes as well. And Abby's hair's getting so long now, it's so beautiful. So I'm going to begin with just gently taking sections of the hairline and twisting them around my finger and then giving them a nice gentle tug. And the reason why I like to do this is because, number one, it can feel really, really nice on the hairline. And number two, it can help relieve any tension or pressure you may be feeling. And from an ASMR point of view, I think it looks very visually pleasing to take small sections of the hair and just manipulate them a little bit more as well. So I'll just take some of the back sections near the crown of the head, and again make sure to give them a nice gentle tug. And I'll finally gather all the hair and do one final tug of the scalp. Okay, so the face mask can now be wiped off. So I have some hot steamed mitts, and the warmth will just help break down any of the mask that had dried onto the skin a little bit. I'm just going to quickly spritz the skin with the Elemis Apricot Toner. This is one of my absolute favourites. And for the eye area, I will be using the Mud Masky Under Eye Mask. And this eye treatment is actually a little bit different because it is a mask and you do wipe it away after a few minutes. So I'm just placing little dots all around the orbital bone, ever so gently just pressing that product into the skin. And we'll leave that on for a few minutes. So whilst that is taking effect, I'm going to now use my Jade comb, and I'm just going to run that up and down Abby's scalp and gently through her hair as well. And I've had it in a bowl of ice, so it's very cold, but it feels very pleasant on an evening like tonight, I would imagine. And I love using tools like this because when you do have products that have to stay on the skin for quite some time, it is nice to just introduce something else that you can do in that time. I know I have had some facials where products have had to stay on the skin for 5 to 10 minutes and I've kind of just been left to relax in that time, which is fair enough. That's fine. However, I am the type of person where I do appreciate the little extras that can be done within a facial as well. Are you the same, or would you prefer to just have a little bit of time to yourself to really absorb the facial? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. So I'll just run the jade comb across the hairline again one more time before we move on to the next part of the facial. And to remove the eye mask, I'm going to just use a little bit of the Elemis toner again, as this does a really good job of removing the eye treatment. just fold the cotton round in half and I will wipe very gently under the eye and then over the brow as well. And I'll turn the cotton pad and repeat that on the other eye. Just make sure I've got all of that off of the eye area. And because it is night time, I'm wanting to use a heavier cream. So I'm going to use the Wonder Effect cream from Elizabeth Grant. And again, I want to take a generous amount of this cream. And because it's quite thick, again, I'm just going to paint it onto the face to begin with. And the neck as well. And I'm going to perform a very slow, relaxing face massage for a few minutes. Just trying to incorporate a little bit of sculpting within my movements. Working from the inside out to promote lymph drainage as well. And this night cream is very beautiful. I use this every other night myself. It has retinol within it, but it's not a very high dose of retinol. It's just enough to help exfoliate and brighten the skin, but it's not so much where it irritates sensitive skin. So that's why I enjoy using this product, and also why I am happy to use it on Abby as well. I'm then going to move on to use the Retinol and Peptides oil from Findlay. And again, I love using this oil with the night cream. So I'm just going to place a few drops over the face. And using my fingertips, I'm gently wiping that across the forehead and the cheeks and the chin as well. And you don't need to use a lot of oil on the face. A little does go a long way. And I think that's where people go wrong with using oil. They possibly put a little bit too much on the face where it's not absorbing properly, and then the face is just left feeling quite oily. But again, that is okay if your skin doesn't absorb all of the product straight away. It can take a little while for the face to absorb certain products. And this is why I usually only use oil at night, because then you have the whole night for your skin to absorb all of the beautiful products. I'm actually going to use my Obsidian rollers now for a moment. Again, these have been sitting in iced water, so they're lovely and cool. And this will just not only help to push that oil and moisturiser into the skin, but it will help just cool the skin down from the hot towels and also close the pores up as we are nearing the end of the facial now. And I also feel it's just such a nice relieving sensation of having coolness applied to the skin near the end of a facial. I always enjoy it when I have ice globes or jade rollers used on my skin. It's just almost a relief, especially if you have quite sensitive skin. And I'll take these smaller rollers for the under eye area, and I am literally just gliding them over the skin. I'm not applying any pressure to this area at all. And I'm now going to finish the facial with my homemade serum. So I'll just take a few drops of the serum and place it onto the face. I'm just going to pat that into the skin. I don't really massage serums into the skin too much. I just let them kind of sit on the top of the skin and just absorb in naturally. Okay, so that kind of feels like it was absorbed into the skin quite easily just by patting it in. And to finish, I'm just going to use a little bit of this lip balm by Elise. It's quite a solid form when you get it out of the tin, but once it touches warm skin it melts in beautifully. So I'll just rub that all over the lips and just on the outside of the lips as well. And we are done with this facial. I just want to take a moment to thank Abby for coming and helping me with this video, and also a big thank you to yourselves for watching this video. It means a lot to me, and our little community is growing every single day, and I am so very grateful for that. If you're not part of our amazing community already, then please do hit that subscribe button and maybe give this video a like if you enjoyed it. But until next time, please take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.